Hello guys, so this is my 2008 Audi A4 2.0 Quattro FSI, and let me do a little quick walk around so you guys can check her out real quick. She is completely stock. I haven't really done anything to her. Anyways, so yesterday I was doing my regular motor oil change, and once I got everything done, I went to turn on the car, but all it would do is it would just crank. It didn't want to turn on. And I tried several times, nothing. This thing did not want to turn on at all. So I got a check engine light on. Now, luckily, I do have a VATCOM reader, which I was able to get from ecstuning.com. Definitely check them out. They have great prices. They can pretty much fit all your needs for any Euro cars that you have. BMWs, Audis, of course, Volkswagens. I've always used them. Anyways, so I went ahead, I read the car, and I got the code 00802. Engine speed sensor, sporadic signal / no signal. So I went ahead on Google, I searched it up, and I said it is a sensor. Now, the $1 million question is, where is this sensor? Well, I went ahead, I checked through Google, I went to YouTube, I went to the Audi design, the Audi forums. Nowhere does it show, or do they have a picture of where you can find the sensors in the B7 Audis. They do show you where the 1.8s are at, but none for this model. So, after hard work and a couple of headaches, I was able to figure out where it is. And I'm going to show you guys where it is, in case anyone out there has the same model, and it does ever happen. Here's a quick preview of the motor. Very nice and clean. Anyway, so that sensor, folks, is going to be, and I'm going to be very careful because it's really hot. Okay, so right there is your oil filter. Right there, what you're looking at, guys, is your engine speed sensor, aka crankshaft position sensor. Now, it is a little uncomfortable to reach. It's not too bad. So right there you can see the sensor, and if you follow the cable, it's about I would say about 6 or 8 inch cable. Just follow the cable with your finger, and a little bit more deeper inside you'll find the plug that goes into the engine block. It is held by one of those little square screws. I don't know the proper term for it, nor do I remember what size it was, but just try it so you figure out what size it is. Anyways, 2 ways to make it a lot easier for you so you can have more access to it. First, you want to go ahead and you want to move to the side your coolant reservoir. So you have a screw here, there's a tab, and there's a tab. Just go ahead, remove, pop, pop. You have your coolant sensor right there. Just carefully take it off, get your coolant reservoir, put it to the side. Secondly, and this I can't stress, you want to get a mirror. And pretty much, let's imagine the palm of my hand is the mirror. You can put your mirror right there at an angle, and you will be able to see the actual plug and the screw. It will make your life so much easier. It took about my brother and I 30 minutes all in all to do it, so it's not too bad, but it's doable. Of course, try to do it when the car is cold, because you will burn your hand. Anyways, I took off the old sensor, and the actual plug that goes into the block of the engine, it had oil in it. And I guess just within time, somehow oil will creep up into that sensor. And I guess just, it gets to the point where that sensor just cannot read anymore. And that sensor, what it does is it sends information to your ECU. It tells the ECU at what speed the engine is at, where the RPMs are at, the amount of air to fuel mixture it needs. So it's a pretty big sensor. It's pretty important. Anyways, the sensor, I was able to get it at my nearby AutoZone. They have it for $100. Now, if you have the time, you can also get it for half the price at ecstuning.com. They have it for like $53. Same thing, much better quality, of course. I went ahead with the AutoZone because, of course, I didn't have the time to wait for them to ship me a new one. I mean, I only have my car and then my wife's car, but of course, we both work, so I couldn't wait for it. So I did decide to go ahead, spend an extra $50, but I got it fixed. But if you guys, you can wait it off, definitely go ahead, just order it with them, and you can save yourself $50. Either ways, I'll go ahead, I'll put in the link to them so you guys can check it out. So I went ahead, I put in the new sensor. It has been 2 days. The car has been running perfectly. Now, something that I do want to add in, since I've bought my car, it had a little problem where the RPMs were constantly surging, and they would only stay at an interval, of 100 RPMs. That was the only difference. So pretty much, let's say my finger is the RPM needle. This is how it was all the time, just like bouncing up and down, up and down. And it didn't matter if the car was warm, if it was cold, it will constantly do that when I will accelerate. Well, ever since I changed and put in the new sensor, it has stopped doing it. I don't know if it's a permanent thing or it's a temporary thing, but it seems to have gotten fixed. I did see several videos on YouTube that people have the same problem, and I guess in each person it's something different. Maybe in my case it was that sensor that was causing the problem, but from the looks of it, that problem has deceased. So hey, if I got it fixed, I got it fixed. 2 birds, 1 shot. Anyways, guys, I hope this video helps someone out there. So remember, it's a 2008 Audi E4 B7 model. Just remember, sensor right there next to your oil filter. All right, guys, take care.